Did you know that this week is Cycle to School Week? Thousands of children across the country getting on their bikes, cycles, scooters to fly the flag for active travel. The findings of a new survey show that over a third of children are put off riding a bike because the roads are too busy and jam-packed with cars, while a quarter of them said they felt nervous or not confident enough. Let's speak to Emily Cherry. Emily is the CEO of the cycling charity Bikeability Trust, who were behind the survey. Hello, Emily.
Hi, good afternoon. What a great afternoon to join you on our brilliant Cycle to School week.
Well, my son is doing bikeability these couple of days, so I'm well in tune with this. Just talk to us about the results of this survey. Then that's not great if a third of kids don't fancy jumping on the bike because of how the roads are.
It is, but this is also about increasing their confidence and parents and carers' confidence with helping them to understand the rules of the road and how to cycle safely anywhere. So, what was also great about our survey was to see that, nearly 30% of children said that nothing would stop them from cycling. They want to get on their bikes. But, this is also a rallying cry to government to make sure that we've got safe cycle routes for children. So fantastic. We'll give them cycle training and the confidence, but let's make sure we get our roads safer and safe cycle routes for children as well.
How big a problem is the amount of people who still drive to school despite living very close to school?
So we do totally understand that for some parents, this is an absolute necessity when you've got to get out to work as well, particularly. But, the healthy habits start young in childhood. And when you can cycle to school or walk to school or get that opportunity, maybe join in with friends as well, it's just an amazing way to get your children to school. My husband's a teacher. He tells me really clearly that children concentrate better in school when they've walked or cycled to school.
I know you're very keen on pushing the fact that it's a good family activity as well. Maybe not on a school day, maybe something on a weekend. Get out, get on a bike ride with mum and dad.
Yeah, and that's so brilliant. So I hope you're going to make a pledge, because if your son is doing, as you say, your son or your daughter was doing bikeability this week, we're asking everyone to make a pledge this week for Cycle to School, and maybe that's go out cycling with your family or discover somewhere new. So that's just a brilliant way to get out at the weekends. And actually, we also offer family training for families, and so parents and carers and children being able to learn together. And that's a fantastic way to build your confidence. We trained nearly 14,000 children in Leeds last year. So, we'll do record numbers again this year. It's a great way to build up your confidence to get some cycle training.
We better explain, or you better explain what bikeability is, because as I say, I know he's doing it, and in my head it's very similar to cycling proficiency, which is what it was called when I was at school. Is that what it is?
Yeah, you're showing your age there a little bit, and my age too. So that's what it was. But it's a fantastic version. So we take children, we can do from reception age, helping them to balance, then onto a learn to ride course. Then we take them on our level 1, which is on the playground, usually done in year 3, 4. Then level 2, we're getting them out on the roads at about year 5, 6, and giving them all the knowledge and the confidence to cycle. You get a brilliant certificate. You get information as a parent carer about how your child has done on the course. And we know that children who come through bikeability are safer on the roads and much more confident. So it's a fantastic course. And if you're not quite sure how to book, you can go to the Bikeability website and you can find a local course.
Just put a bit of meat on the bones of infrastructure that you mentioned. Then you'd like to see designated cycle paths into schools. Is that the kind of thing that you mean?
Yeah, that's definitely the kind of thing we mean, as well as, I don't know if you've heard of the concept of safer school streets. So looking at sort of the few hundred yards outside of the school where you make it traffic free to encourage much more cycling and walking into schools. But, segregated infrastructure, so cycle lanes, protected cycle lanes, safe spaces for children to enjoy cycling with their friends is something that we would really love to see more of.
And what would you like to see the achievement of sort of this campaign and this survey being this week then? What would you deem as success?
I'd love to see thousands more schools, thousands more children and families making that pledge this week that they're going to cycle to school. Maybe just do it once this week. Try it. See how it goes for you. That would be an amazing achievement. But if you just want to get out somewhere, go with your family, discover somewhere new, I'd just love to see thousands of smiling, happy, amazing children enjoying a life on wheels.